This is Captain Hitchens, mission log number 5. I did a little bit of building just to kind of relax a little bit, you know, kind of build out a little bit. These plants kept growing up in front of my door. It was annoying, so I went ahead and pulled them out. But beyond that, I prepped some good stuff. We got a platinum shovel, blammo, because we need to go pick up some sand in order to make some glass so we can get so we need to pick up some sand so we can get some glass so we can get our garden built. Now I've decided on a 2x3 space or size garden. I don't think any bigger than that's going to be necessary. And if I do want a bigger one, we will just get a bigger one. Not that one. Mission. Simple quests. A hunt. And an abandoned base. Hunt some nearby creatures in a current area to help make the area safe for other prospectors. Let's see what this is. If it's in the desert, want antelope. Antelope are desert dwellers, I believe. Well, we'll see if we see some antelope. How many arrows do I have? Let's repair the bow. Oh, I also got the kitchen bench or butchery bench, kitchen bench online. Not really anything to report there. Moved to storage. I didn't like it here. It was all dark at night, so I moved it here to make everything look a little nicer. And then I changed the staircase, which I might turn that one into wood and then move this inside, since now this is like right in front of the stairs. But I think I like that a little bit better than what we were doing before. Okay, let's get this done, and then we'll head into the desert. Antelope, huh? My knife is a little weak, so we'll repair the steel knife. And I think everything else is good to go. All right. Antelope and sand. Oh, first off, we got the bow maxed out. What's this one? I can already... Is that another? Increase your health. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that one. Let's see. I was to get... Let's get some health regen, I think. 10%, 20, 10 more health regen, or some physical resistance. Let's get the health regen. And then standard talent. I think we've got everything over here. Spoil time, more seeds. I don't think we need more seeds. 100% seeds, fertilizer duration, gunpowder. Definitely want that. And then, oh, I need to get the vegetable thing going. Meat modifier, some stamina, some melee damage, foraging. Oh, the yield. Let's get planted crop yield. Okay, that'll get us plenty of plants. Now, in order to take advantage of that gunpowder, we're going to need a composter, which is right here. Oh, and then tier 3, we're going to want the iron crop plots. And then the thermos. Once we get that built, we won't need to worry too much about water anymore. All right, let's head into the desert. The desert? Yeah, the desert. Let's eat. Let's eat that guy. Oh, and I set up something rather interesting. Let's see. He's at 60%. I set something up, and it's we'll call it something. Oh, you know what? I need to get him. He needs to eat drink. We'll go through here. I know the lighting gets weird when you're doing that. Okay, so let's let him drink. And I set this up over here because I've had so many animals just running around all crazy. And I figured maybe they'll run in and fall into this. And then I'll be able to hold on. You know, I'll be able to butcher them at whim. Maybe not. I mean, it's possible it's not going to work. But I think it'd be quite entertaining if it did. And then again, maybe nothing will go over there now, and I've lost access to an easy, oh, no, my water's fine. I've lost that. Maybe I've lost access to easy animal meat. Did he actually drink? Yeah. Probably should have waited to see. All right, so we're going to see if we can find some antelopes. There is always a storm when I come into this desert, like every time. It is wild. Okay, and then on top of that, we are going to... That's an antelope. Here, you follow me. Oh, hello, sir. Perceived threat. Physical resistance. Alright, follow me. And it's, of course it's nighttime. I come out here at night. Can't kill an antelope with one hit. Okay, this probably isn't going to work then. So I will just... I need to get better arrows. I'll just gather up some sand. Now that we're back, the other thing that needs to get done today is a biofuel stove. We need a stove in this place. Why do you want a stove? Well, quite simply, having a stove is critical to being able to make better food. And I am getting tired of jerky. But unfortunately, I'm also out of points. Close to level, out of points. Well, while waiting for the stove, I can craft up... I need some of the white rock. But I can craft up some of the cement because we are going to need some of that for the shenanigans. So let's drop that in there. Sort that out. Refill oxygen. Yep, we're going to need some more of the blue rock soon too. But that we can do later. All right. Good on food. Let's eat that. Let's go see if we can't find us some oxide. Not oxide, some of the white rock. Man, I could really use some more cash because I need to get faster. And I think the best way to do that is to pick up a module with a better spacesuit. I think that will be the way to do it. Or I could just... Did I just hear an elephant? No, I didn't hear an elephant. I could just be running around on the animal, since that's the route that I chose. Instead of being dumb and walking around by foot. But hey, it is what it is. Yep, we need some cement to make... There we go. To make the... thingamajigger. Alright, which axe are we using? Probably the... Oh, I was going to make a platinum axe. Or pickaxe. There we go. What else we got? There's a pig. Really? Damn it. Pig. I'm just over here minding my business. A silica ore deep deposit. You know, once I get the biofuel thing up, it's kind of tempting to use these deep ore deposits. So we got a silica ore here, and then there's another one, according to the GPS reports, right up there. So let's go see what that one is. That silica ore one would be good for helping to make cement easier, less mining. Let's see. Should be right up here. Are you something useful? Let's see. Should be up here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, copper's definitely useful. Okay, so we have a copper and a silica ore right here. I like it. There's another one down here. So let's head that way while looking for some more silica ore. sulfur. Less useful, but still, I probably won't end up putting a deposit on that unless I decide to start using sulfur for gunpowder. Oh, look at that. There's a copper one right there. Oh, wait a minute. There's a copper one here. There's another deep ore deposit right here. That's 2 copper nearby, which is overkill, but... Oh, here we go. An aluminum. Okay, well, that's less useful, but still not bad. The silica one, I think, is going to be the primary that we use, followed by probably the copper. Yeah. All right. Now, that should be enough to get us started. Pronghorn, okay. Let's get some going here. Max that out. Okay. 30's pretty good. I think we need like 15 for it, so that's probably enough for now. Oops. There we are. Okay, that's probably enough for now. And we can drop this stuff. Oh, it's all dark over here too. There we go. All right, we're moving right along. Yeah, I would like some more storage slots. I mean, I guess I can make those on the alteration bench. The pocket mods. What do those take? Let's see, pocket. Probably not on this. No? Oh, I didn't get the armor ones yet. That's right. And that is a deer. That's all we need for the biofuel composter. We'll do that. We'll do some cans and the biofuel deep mining drill. Okay, that ought to get me that stuff pretty good. We are going to need more iron to make all of the thing. Why does that keep happening? I have no idea why that keeps happening. Keeps pooping out the damn... What's a majinga right there? Oh, anyway. Okay, so we got that, we got that. Now, in order to power this thing, you need tree sap. In order to get tree sap, you need wood. Now, this thing is going to go, since it is our auxiliary, I'm going to start putting all the auxiliary stuff down here. Like this, for now, until I get the bigger one, then that'll get moved upstairs. That's going to come downstairs. That's going to come downstairs. I think that's it that's up here right now. That way, this stuff that we don't use all the time is going to be down here. All right, so we'll throw that on there. Now, in order to power that thing, we only have a couple of wood left. I need to go chop some more down. There we go. We'll turn all that into sap. This is a big storm. Another tier 5. It's like the 3rd tier 5 in a short period of time. This is wild. Cool. Okay, now we're going to use fibers to start off. And that'll start getting those things going. Now, you can use all of these things. The biofuel, or you can use the guano, which is the best. You can use the seed oil. Oh, you can use fur. Ooh. We don't really have a need for all of our fur. Wonderful. I don't know when that happened, but we're definitely going to do that. Can you use leather as well? No. All right. It'll start filling some biofuel. Excellent. Okay, we're really kicking into high gear with this. Okay, so the next thing that we need is the stove. Yeah, I've got some more iron cooking that we found, so that's not going to be a problem. Now, keeping the biofuel flowing, that might be an issue, but, you know, we'll deal. Okay, next step in getting the thing crafted, our garden, it's going to be the glass making bench. Now, let's take a look at this thing. Man, I really need some water. Really need to gain that level. Because if we throw this down, come on, and we use water, what does it say? It doesn't say anything. This one says it will boost production rate. So, okay, so the water must not do anything with this one, except make some of the other materials. Okay, so each wall is going to be 20s, and we need, what'd I say, 2 by 3, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 10 glass walls, which means we need 200 glass total. Okay? 200 glass is going to be 2,000 sand, I think. It's 10 to 1, yeah? Yeah. And we've got 20, 40, 60, 80. 10 to 1. So 5, 10, 15. We got 20 more right here. Yep, lots more glass. Now that's what I'm talking about. All right, we've got now all of the bits and pieces that we need, I think, to get this built. One more thing, when I was out getting some sulfur, I was able to unlock, or I get some more levels, so I can unlock these things I need to make the watering tool. And then we've got 1 point left for later, which is going to be nice. Kind of tempted to do a platinum pick, but I think we're going to stick with iron and steel right now. Mostly steel. Okay, the easy peasy. All right, now that we can make that stuff, we need, let's see how many. I'm doing 6 plots right now. So I need 120 copper wire. 120. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so 50, 100. You know what? Let's just turn all of this. That'll give me 200. All right, we'll make the plots here in a minute. Okay, let's come out here. Let's do that. Okay, that's a deer. Now, I want to have the garden in the water, which is why I've got those. Though, now that I'm thinking about it, I may need to make... Yeah, I'm going to need to make more to get them up higher. Because I don't want it, like, in the water. If I put a crop plot in the water, will it stay watered? I don't know. Let's make some crop plots and find out. Because if I can do that, then I don't have to hook them to a water network. It makes sense. Although, I mean, you don't want to drown your plants in real life, but... Okay. Now that we have crop plots, I want to see if I place this in the water. I can't place this in the water. Okay. If I place this in the water... Oh, that placed it above the water. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Put you down. Oh, you can't put... Oh, no, wrong thing. There we go. I knew you could do that. All right, and then if I put this... Is it watered? Maybe it doesn't say unless you put a seed in it. Let's try that. We'll do something simple that I don't... You know, I'm not going to miss if it's gone. So, boom. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so putting the plants in the water doesn't water the plant. Okay. Good to know. So we're not going to do that. Fantastic. Well, I had to try. I had to try because cheese is wonderful, and I like discovering cheese as often as possible. Alright. Now, if I do this... That keeps it above. Now, if I come out here into the water... Are you in the ground? You are. And you're above the water, which is exactly what I wanted. So we'll do that. Can I not climb up here? Alright. We'll do that for now. Alright, now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. There we go. Okay. Now we'll have these on either corner. Oh, wait. I was going to go... Let's go more this way. There we go. We'll go like that. Excellent. Do that. And then we can grab this one and go like that. All right. Now, everything is supported. The fish are biting. Oh, they didn't bite me. Sweet. Okay, we need to have food. I need to eat because I need to make sure I'm not going to get murdered by any nearby bears. Okay. The next step in our little adventure is going to be the walls, then ceiling pieces, and finally that. So we will put... Now, we're going to put these glass walls on backwards, and I'll show you why in a minute. For anybody watching this, wanting to learn how to survive on Icarus, you're going to put these in backwards because these are going to protect. And if you put them, like you notice I can't put it on this side. It's because these only go on the inside for some reason. But if you put the walls on backwards, it's a way to cheese that. Oh, crap. I need 2 more. Okay, not a big deal. So let's rotate that. Wait, am I using roofs? Yeah. Uh-huh. That. We'll do that. Nope, not that one. That one. Nope, not that one. That one. Yeah. All right. Now we'll grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can easily do probably 5 more on this side with that door there. Maybe only 4. And then we've got more there. And we can even put them in the center if we want to, which is fan-friggin-tastic. Okay, now these things have 84% greenhouse. Interesting. So this recently got changed. It used to be this would be even higher greenhouse. But maybe it's because the roof is made out of stone. But I'm not going to change that because the sound that glass makes when the storms hits is maddening. And it's worth having a little bit less greenhouse in order to get that. Also, the greenhouse is going to make it so we can plant crops that normally live in deserts and snow, like mushrooms, in here without penalty. So, okay, now the next step is going to be getting the pieces we need to do a walkway all the way to the base. So we're not in the water and getting bit by fishes every time that we're wanting to get to the garden. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is, and what you should do, is do glass floors for something like this. Although, oh crap. Forgot to make more glass. Okay, how much glass do I need for 6 glass floors? 120? I would go get sand, but it's a huge pain because of the cats and stuff, and it breaks. Like, I used 120, I'd need at least 2 pieces of platinum, and it's just not worth it. I know I'm going to need silica ore for other stuff like cement, but it's just not worth going and getting the sand in this area. All right, while we're waiting for that, let's put together a few more pieces of stone flooring. Because we're going to get 6. We'll do that, and then we'll do that. And I think we're probably low on... We might be low on wood. I need to go chop some more trees down. It's like the last of my wood. Let's see. Oh, it's nails. Ooh, I'm actually low on nails. All right, we'll turn these into nails. I've got plenty of iron. Look at that. That is cool looking. That's going to look even cooler. Should I do a walkway? Man, I kind of want to, but look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're probably going to need like 12 to do a walkway over here. Oh, I should have done one. No, I thought about doing a circular one, but... Okay. All right, I'd like 4 of these. And I would like 6 of these, because I think we're going to need 12 total. There we are. Okay, let's go see how far across we can get. We still need a lot more. We looking over here? Hello, sir. Might you be fur that I can turn into biofuel? Fur and meat. Might as well use both, right? Oh, criminy. There's a moa there and another wolf. Hey. Teach me. What is that? Oh, that's a baby moa. Does that wolf have bacon in it? Because it sure looks like that wolf had bacon in it. I feel like there's a glitch in the Matrix. The terraforming process did weird things to the wolves. If you get bacon from a wolf. Oh, man. That's too funny. Okay, let's see. Let's go put this stuff in the Biofuel Composter. So I like to put meat first. Now, meat is just as good as, I believe, let's see, you get 100 for 2, you get 100 for 2, or you get 100 for 1, but you have to cook it, so I don't think it's really worth it. So what we'll do is we'll break these down to turn them into rot, and then it'll biofuel it just fine. Okay. Now, there was the option to connect it to the base, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much right now. Alright, so if we take this, 3, 4, it's going to break. Damn it, I didn't get it down in time. Okay, yeah, and then those other ones ought to do just fine. We'll put this one here, and one here, and one here, and then that will build us a walkway all the way across when I get the metal floor pieces, or the glass floor pieces. Phantasmic. Whoops. Come here, you. The extra damage I've gotten from all of my talents is really paying off. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this does mean the floors only have 500 health, which kind of sucks. Well, these have 2,500. But it looks cooler this way. You know what I might do? I might get support poles and put them all around. I might do that. Oh, I wonder, does that add? Oh, look at that. We're at 100% greenhouse. Because of the floors. Nice. Okay, so now that that's done, I think what I'm going to do in here, my first little batch, because I'm not ready for, what do you call it? I'm not ready for regular cooked food yet. So we're going to put in berries. Now, let's look at our modifiers. So it's daytime, obviously, 20%. There's 10% growth speed, or sorry, 50% growth speed because of the greenhouse. 10% because of one of my talents. 30% because of another one of my talents. Oh, that's the yield. These are all speed. That's yield. Fertilized. If I use fertilizer, it lasts 50% longer. And evergreen, my crops are not going to wither. If I water them, then they will get an additional speed. Let's see how much it is. Well, first let's do this. Should be good, right? Yeah, that's good. The only bad part is if the animals... We'll wait and see if the animals start. Maybe we'll do this. So the animals might not be able to get up. Yeah, we'll just assume they can't. Okay, now let's put these on my hotbar. Because it's going to take a whole one of these to water a crop plot. All right, so you go over, right-click. We get son of a... I did that thing wrong. So watering gives you 50% plant growth speed. So that's fantastic. So it looks like one of these, yeah, we'll water 2, and then there's not quite enough to water the last ones. There we go. So we're looking at what? Let's see. 50%, 60, 110, 130%. Oh, I think it says it right here. Growth speed, 230%, because 100% is baseline. So basically, a little more than double the normal speed. Now, once you put garbage water in these, you can just empty container and then go back over here and fill them back up. There we go. And that was, what, 3 liters? How are we doing on this? Perfect. Okay, now we are going to get, in a little bit of time, a bunch of berries. And as I get more resources, I will put more grow plots in here. And that will be awesome. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, it's not, well, not farming, it is still ranching, is I want to get up a... Huh, really? So they're not going in here at all. They're getting stuck right there. Interesting. I wonder if I put this thing, like, right here, because this is where all the animals have to go in order to even get into my area. I wonder if that would fix the issue. It would make it harder for me to get out, though. I would have to go through the water. Something to think about, but we're not doing that right now. I don't like the way that looks. Let's just wait, and we'll see if the animals go bother my base, or my garden. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do isn't quite the same as what we were doing, but it does count as ranching, I guess. What is that doing in my inventory? It does count as ranching. So the next thing to do, is get the stuff for water. I think I need some gold, which I think I put in here. Yeah. How much do I need? So the water tool, we need 50 gold wire, which I think is 10. And then we need 4 platinum sheaths. Oh yeah. So let's do 10 of these, because I have the copper wire already. And then platinum sheaths, we need 1 of those. Okay. And then we need water barrel and biofuel water pump. Ooh, we're going to need to unlock electronics, which is going to require a couple of other things. You know what? Maybe we don't need the biofuel water pump, because it's not like I'm going to pump water anywhere. No, I was thinking of using the rainwater collectors, but they don't go to the water barrel. They don't. They go to, for some reason, you can't, even if you put them like up high, it doesn't matter. So we're going to craft that. Now the biofuel water pump, how far are we from the next tier? Not far, but then we got to build the fabricator, which is a whole thing. And the electricity tool. I kind of want to get this done now. So let's see. I need electronics. Now, in order... You ass. Okay. He's gonna go into the... They're walking along the pathway. I was afraid they'd do that. And I guess I should have figured they would. We got... Ooh, nice. I don't need some animal getting in there and attacking things, so... Until I come up with a better solution, we'll just yoink those. And I think I'll put them on the side, maybe? So that we can have them available. There we go. That'll leave them available for when I'm ready to use them. Okay. This will keep them from climbing up there. They shouldn't be able to clip up on top of that. All right. Damn it. In here, we're going to make the large food trough, so wood, sap, and nails. Then we need wood and this stuff in order to make the yellow stuff. We're going to need that, and then we're going to need... we don't have enough copper wire. Do I have more copper down here? I think I do. Here we go. We only need 4, so let's do the rest of the copper wire. Now, as far as electronics go, we need only 20 gold wire. Okay. So we'll queue that up, and then we're going to need that, and then we're going to need... Ooh, let's get this stuff cooking. Oh, well, for now, we're going to keep this cooked so I can keep getting the XP boost. Because the XP boost is really where it's at. All right, which that's going, we need some electronics. What am I missing? Oh, here we go. All right, so we need 4 for that. I don't need electronics for that. And then I'm going to need 10 more steel ingots, which I think I've got in here. And I might need to get more steel ingots. That'll get the biofuel water pump going. All right. Now we need a water barrel. So let's grab some of... Whoa. Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey. Grab a couple of these. Let's get some of those. What's this? Packed fuel brick. Oh, that's right. Yeah, those kind of suck. So we're not going to worry about those. But there we go. We'll get some water. All right, now let's drop this down. We'll drop that down. Put my food away real quick. Now, why are we getting water barrels? Well, I don't want to run the biofuel constantly. And in order to avoid using the biofuel constantly, I'm going to turn on the biofuel container, run it up as much as I can. We're going to run it up, and then we're going to turn it off. All right, so let's go out here. Now, if you're away from water source and you don't want to run a line super far, but you are in front of a cave, most caves, not this one, will have a water source in them in this biome. Not this one, but many caves will. All right, so this doesn't have to be far in the water, so we're just going to put it right here. Doesn't have to be far. And then all you got to do is open it up and drop biofuel in, and it provides 1,000. Now, we're going to put these somewhere where they're not going to get beat up by critters, which under here looks like it'll be fine. 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to, nope. We're going to create a nexus point. Oh, with this, if you, so right now, if you connect, you see how it bends? If you hold R, you'll connect and you'll have perfect angles like that. So if you like the perfect angles better, then just hold R and it'll do that. Now, the only problem I've ever run into while doing that is long distances. Sometimes the wires disappear, but I don't know if that's indicative of the holding R or if it's just, you know, issues with the programming right now. All right. Gimme. All right, we've got, well, we'll use the partial one, I think, right now, because we're not going to use, I don't think, that much. All right, let's drop that in and activate. So now we get 1,000 water per tick, which is slowly filling these up. Now, we are now going to run a wire. How should I do this? Usually what I do is we can pick the floors up and run this type of wiring under the floor. There we are. And then we'll just run it back here. We'll run it along the corner of the cave so it's kind of out of the way. And then we'll put the watering container. kind of want it out of the way. There we go. This will make them walk from location to location, so they'll keep going back and forth. Do this. Oh, come on. Can I not reach? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Goes there. I made the wrong one. That's the food trough. I made the food trough. Son of a bean. And I unlocked the food trough. Damn it. Oh, that's so stupid. All right, well, I mean, I unlocked it. I might as well use it, right? Oh. Let's see if there's a good mission to do. A down drone, easy. I don't have the stuff for that. But we can do an abandoned base. The last one was pretty easy. Alright, let's get us set up. Let's get this water tool put away. Oh, I forgot I had that. Oh, I got the smoker. Yeah. Why is this not being smoked? Check this out. Let's see, we need 1, 2, 3. We're going to come down here. And we're going to smoke some more of this. In fact, let's just switch to this entirely, and we'll put these out for the animals to eat. So check this out. 75% stamina, 15 melee, negative 20 food. This is the stringy jerky, which is the same meat, just jerkied with smoked. It provides 75 health and 125 stamina. It provides 25 melee attack speed, 50% health regen, and then the food consumption. So it is so superior that it's not even funny. So let's just drop that stuff. Now I could have both, and I could get, what is that? 40% attack speed, but I don't really want to do that. It seems a bit extra. All right. So let's do this mission. Where are we going? Oh, that's right. We have to go grab the beacon first. Little trick I learned. You just click off it. You can then eat whatever you want. All right, let's grab... Yep, it's just a beacon.
Clear area.
All right, where are we going?
OES departing.
Find the abandoned prospector base. Come on, baby. Really? Right there? Oh, I didn't need my animal for this. Unless there's a bear nearby. No. Wait, this is in the... Eh? Oh. Oh, well that's just wonderful. Let's just put him inside. And get to healing. Get to repairing. Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where's my axe? I only need one stick to repair the thing that doesn't use sticks or branches to build. Oh no, that was a stick. I need a wood. Nope, those are sticks. there we go. So nothing attacked it, but you know, it is what it is. What? Oh, bitches. Hey, where you going, dude? All right, where's the pod? Here we are. And, ooh. I could have some food. Nothing super useful this time. Some interior wooden crates, but I don't really care about that. Rustic nightstand would be good, and a brazier. Yeah, let's take these. Probably never use them, but it's worth something. But the biggest thing is that gave us another step to getting... Why is that buffalo attacking that building? What if I could burn it down? That'd be pretty funny. Or get it hit by lightning. That'd be even funnier. Am I going the wrong way? No. Well, let's go drop all this stuff off. I don't know if the braziers are something I'm going to use. They take fuel, which usually is like wood. Does it say on it? Oh, it gives a coziness boost, so that'd be worth using. Boost up coziness. Coziness gives you a boost to pretty much everything you do after sleeping. All right, let's throw this in here. So does the nightstand, and Wayfarer's arms are pretty handy if you know you're going for that sort of thing. All right, that got us to here, so pretty close. What are you doing? Oh, you need some food. There you go, sir. Oh, how is this? Are these full? Yeah, they are. Oh, we'll turn that off. That used up not even a quarter. All right. We can do one more. Ooh, a hunt? What are we hunting? Yeah, antelope again. All right, we'll hold off on that. That's all right. Antelope are in the desert, and the desert's too powerful for me right now. Okay, we'll get the rest. I guess we'll get the rest of the points with mining. So let's see. That doesn't have a door. Oh, are these done? Oh, did I unlock? I did. Wooden composter. I need to get that crafted. Are these done? Sure are. Berries grow pretty fast. Okay, now, with berries, a little bit of a farming bit. Watch the modifiers. All right, so now, if we look at it, it's negative 10% plant growth speed and negative 5% planted crop yield. So that happens every time you harvest. So you have two choices. You can either... Oh, the seeds went away. You can either just let it go and not worry about it, or... Oh, there's seeds right here. Or you could just replant the seeds because you don't want to deal with it slowing down. Also notice the water buff is gone, because that only lasts 9 minutes. But we're not going to worry about that right now because we're not in dire need of the seeds at the moment. What we really need, or not the seeds, we're not in dire need of the berries at the moment until we get this other thing built that we're going to use. Let's put that away. I pulled these out just in case I got hurt in that battle. All right, we'll throw these in here for now. I gotta figure out what oh no, I know where the rest of my spotted meat was. All right, let's build this thing. What do we need? Composter. All right, so we need 5 sulfur, 10 sap, and 10 stone. There we go. Oh, the other thing you can do, another solid choice when you live in the forest biome, is to use fiber for biofuel. Okay, now what are we going to do with this? This thing is great because I know you need rotted fruit for some recipe, but I forget what. We're going to drop this guy right here. We're going to drop all this in. And then 73, is that really it? Oh, that's because we're going to drop in the berries. Yoink. Now, these things have a spoil timer of 17 minutes, 31 seconds. And then what I like to do to speed up the spoiling, because sure, it makes perfect sense. Split these up. Just make sure you've got enough space in here to do this. And then you get your shovel. I put somewhere. And you dig up a bunch of dirt. And I'll do more of this off camera. Boom. That's going to make fertilizer. Fertilizer has a bonus to crop yield and growth, but it also has the added benefit of, in the talent tree, making gunpowder from fertilizer. All you need is fertilizer and charcoal, and it makes gunpowder. Now, why is that important? Well, number one, renewable resource. Number two, gunpowder. If you don't use the basic fertilizer and charcoal, number one, you have to unlock it. Tier 2. You will use it here. 1 sulfur and 3 charcoal for 1 fertilizer. So 3 charcoal for 1 fertilizer. Or 1 charcoal for 10 fertilizer. So the basic fertilizer is far more efficient, and all it costs is some berries. You know, you just rot the berries. Because right there, we got over 100. We got, 170 berries? That's going to make, I think it's 10 per fertilizer? Yeah, 10 per fertilizer. So 170, that's 17. So it's going to make 17 fertilizer, which is going to make 170 gunpowder. Which is a great way to get gunpowder, I think. It's one of my favorites. Now, if you end up getting a deep ore deposit for sulfur, then that's a good reason to maybe switch. But until that happens, I'm gonna stick with the berries because they grow pretty fast. Now these ones take a little more time because they're not watered, but you know, they grow pretty fast. All right. What? Oh. I think that's gonna go ahead and cut this day's efforts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chop down a whole crap load of trees, and then I'm going to make some more tree sap for the things, and then have some trees for just stuff. Once I gain 1 more level, I'm going to unlock... Here we go. I'm going to unlock... Oh, I need 2. The large water trough. This filtered... You don't need to give your animals filtered water. That's dumb. This thing will be good when we hit level 30 or higher, because it's going to allow us to make better stuff out of the vegetable pieces. But beyond that, I'm going to make the large water trough, which is going to take 2 of the 3 or 4 points that I get. But that's going to be pretty simple, and then we'll just connect it up with the thingamajiggers. But yeah, I need a lot more trees, and then it's going to be just mining. Like, I need a lot more of everything, of all of the mined materials. So I'm excited that that's done. Very excited. And I'm excited that we've got these pickaxes so we can get all of that done. That's going to be great. Oh, the other thing I need to do is make some more steel. Yeah, I have none in there. And then just kind of go until I get more levels. And then, can I look at this yet? Oh wait, yeah, you can always look at it. So I would like to... Do I want to do any of these? I don't think there's much of a point. Oh, we've got the officers from the Elysium, the new DLC. We've got the that one there, this one, the cultivation specialist. They're all pointless, but you can make money off of these things by, like, this one collecting vestiges off of the animals. This one you collect it off of selling fish. This one, you collect it... Where is it? Here we go. You sell in plants, I believe, to make money, to make red. So that's pretty cool. All right, so The whole point of this, remember, this run through is to, on Olympus, is to get done with the quarite stuff. We need to do the quarite. We need to do all of this, and then we got to figure out which direction we want, because I want this mining armature for when we land on Styx, the next one, which is going to be pretty awesome. But I also want to get this base built much bigger and better, because this is going to be something to be proud of, and to make it, you know, big enough in order to wrap around this mountain a little bit more. I think it would be cool to be able to come out this way and maybe over there, but probably not. Maybe over that way a little bit, just to get the bigger space, because some of these tools and things that we need are much too big for the regular build that we have. Where is that thing? The furnace can't go underground. It's or in that basement. It's gonna have to be on top. It's just too big. The organic residue cleaner we don't need on this map, because we don't have access to what we need for that. I'm gonna want to make a, not that thumper. There is a thumper. Oh yeah, no, this one. To refresh some of the caves, so we don't have to run quite so far, which is fantastic. Oh, the exotic extractor. This one extracts exotics, so that's pretty exciting. I want to be able to get to the titanium level stuff, which is level... Titanium. Oh, there it is. Level 30. Which is not really that far off. Like, we're getting pretty close to that point. There we go, the foundry. This is the big one. This is probably the biggest machine in this tier. And it's going to make things a lot more difficult. Or not difficult. It's going to make things a lot easier, because we're going to be able to use titanium, which is going to be great. So definitely want to get to that point, but we need a few more levels and a lot more materials. So the titanium pick, this thing's 140% yield. How does that compare to this one? It's barely more, and it's less when you consider copper, gold, and iron. Yeah, so maybe titanium's not that big a deal right now. All right, this is going to end mission log 5. I hope you guys that are listening to this got something out of it, because I certainly have enjoyed doing this, and hopefully you guys will be able to learn something from me and the mistakes that I make and the successes that I have. So I am going, this is Captain Hitchens. We're signing off.
And sit down.